you're going to start with picking up first. So no weights required. We've got to have the imaginary music in our head. And we'll just walk on the spot first. So sitting, standing, whichever you prefer. Just getting your arms going, getting your legs going. Now, if you are fatigued today, keep it really small. If you've got a little bit more energy, you make the arm movements a bit bigger, make the leg movements a bit bigger, like you're in really long grass and you've got to get over something. And this could be like this as well. If you feel you could go a little faster, go a little faster. If you even feel that you could break out into like a little jog. Again, it's completely individual, this one. I can see all the styles of jogging, and that's what I love. And if you want to move around a little bit, because it feels a bit crazy doing it on the spot, you might go a little bit around in your chair. You might go a bit around the room. Just check in as you go for trip hazards, just so you can make sure they're all out of the way. And then we're coming back to face the front. And we're going to go out, out, in, out, out, in. So this is a very walk fitty type of thing.
Very.
And I'm going out with the same leg for the moment. I'm sort of counting them. Oh. I'm going to put in a change. Oh, here it comes. Can't get it coordinated. But it's there. That's it. So what you're doing, it doesn't really matter. We're just changing the movement a little bit and getting the blood going.
What does it mean if your legs are already aching a lot?
I don't get so much my legs, but I find my arms when I do the arm movements. That's when they start to ache.
I feel so weak today.
Well, so you right at the start, you think, I've got the rest of the class to get through.
Yeah.
And then, could you make it, just bring it down a bit. And put in little, it's like bicep curls, but there's no weight. Perfect. Now at the moment, we've got a bicep curl with the thumb coming up. Could you turn it so now the knuckles come up? Lovely. Going to change things again. Now we're going to go for the kick yourself in the bum. Now, as you're doing that, flatter foot. Now when you're sitting, you might be able to do it to the sort of outside of your chair, like that. But otherwise, a little tap behind. Oh,
I decided to add an extra layer of complexity, so I'm bouncing at the same time.
You're going to now bring your arms as well. So bring your arms up so they're sort of hovering at the sides, and your elbows are on this sort of slope. And we're going to do a little pull back now. We can start small. That's a small one. It's like you're sliding a hand across the table. If you want to go bigger, you can make that bigger. I am so close to kicking this chair. And you could take it into a little fist if you want to, like you're pulling sort of handles back. Perfect. And then make it a little slower. Oh, hopefully, it's got the blood pumping. Right, let's make things a bit more still. Bring your legs into parallel. If you're standing, soften your knees. If you're sitting, get right up on your sit bones. And just a few little pelvic tilts. And one more. Have a little wriggle, let that go. This is the one that makes my arms ache. One arm forwards, one arm back. Now, as we start this, you can let your hips move with you. If you've got osteoporosis or osteopenia, you let your pelvis go with you, but it sort of goes in an order. So the arms and the ribs, and then the pelvis, if that makes sense. So rather than the sort of this going on, your top half is leading the way and the bottom half is following. That's it. If you haven't got osteoporosis or osteopenia and your spine is comfortable with rotation, you can fix your hips so that they are shining forwards towards the screen and just the upper body moves. I'm going to slow it down and change it so it's scoopy and to the sides. Osteoporosis and osteopenia, your hips turn. It's about this point where I can't do very many more. Last one each side. And then give your shoulders a roll. That's it. And place your hands on your thighs and just send your bum back a little, straight back, and come up. Now you can do this looking at something and you're going a little below it and you let your eyes go just below it. And then you come up and look at it. This is a hip hinge. We're not sending the points of the knees forwards. If you're sitting, your shins just stay vertical. And it's just to warm up this movement. That's it. And it can be really small, especially if you've got back issues. And one more. Then we're going to put 1 foot forwards, 1 foot back, like you've taken a step. And we're going to rock. So the back foot is the thing that pushes us forwards. Now, Ames, this is the thing that might make you unsteady because it's hard to do it really, really slowly. Yeah, so
Yeah.
You just hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it like this and give your knee just little soft ones at the front, not very low. Or just hold it still and then change to the other side and ignore what we're doing. Otherwise, we're doing about 8, rocking forwards and backwards. The arms just swing a little. That's it. Right, on number 8, I've got number 8 coming up now. We stay forwards. Now, staying where we are, just move the arms. That's it. You might be looking at something really quite firmly. And see how high you can move those arms. Yes. Lovely. And then let the arms slow down. Right, we're going to bend this front leg. You might do 1, you might do 4. Let's see, it's a little bend and the bum goes back a little. Ames, I want you to just do like a sort of freeze frame. So you lower yourself down and then you take yourself up. Otherwise, you might go down and up, but it's quite a bobbing movement. So you may not even want to look at me. And we're keeping our weight on this front leg. It's like a little half squat, but it's just a mini one. That's it. And then a little time off before we do the other side. So you might want to sit and have a drink. You might want to bounce on your ball. You might want to just shake your booty. Ellie, you're having too much fun on this ball this week.
I've just decided to combine your 2 monthly classes into one.
I'm joining you. I've just got
Yay, come join me.
I was thinking we're in an extra danger zone when it's pushed your bones and on the ball all at once.
Hey, you said you wanted us to work on balance, so.
Right, we are swapping feet. So we're on the other side and we're doing about 8 pushing forwards, running backwards. But it's really about that push forwards and having your eyes ahead, like you're going towards something. Just let your arms sort of go with you. We're going to hold the next one. So your weight is forward, front leg slightly bent, back leg is straightish. And now, yeah, do your arms perfect. That's it. That's about 8. So you can let the arms go here. Now you can carry the arms on if you want to. Aims, I would just stick with your arms because you're balanced, you're all good. Otherwise, little bend of this front leg. Just check that your knee is not suddenly going all right on the inner part of your big toe. We want it to go over these toes. Oh, Vixie, I'm liking that. Little cheeky bicep curl. Don't have to put a big squeeze into it. It's just a nice little counter movement. Oh, and we can send the bum back a little bit here. That's it. And then ease off, walk around, wiggle, bounce. We're going to go into, I think we're going into a deadlift next. So the first deadlift, I'd like to pick something a bit lighter. You might pick one weight and hold it in your hands. You might pick 2 weights and hold them side by side. And there could be, I tend to have 2 weights like this, and I sort of put them quite close to each other. You could also be holding a bag, and you've just got your handles on the bag like this. Now, if you have any back issues, I would use a chair so that you could actually put your weights onto the chair, then lift them on. So there's a bit of extra support. And having a raised surface for your weights is a nice idea as well. So as we do a deadlift, your legs are in parallel. They're comfortable width apart. You can see my feet are wider than my hips. And we send the bum back. We keep the back straight. And the arms hang in front. And then we come up. If you're doing that sitting, the legs are vertical. I would probably have to do it like this, I think, or maybe do it with a little lean forwards and then come up. And you're going to the lowness that works for you, right? I'm going to press the timer. You all look like you can't wait. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now the time is on for 40 seconds. She's going to give you a 10-second warning before the end. That's it. And when you come up, just standing, sitting tall. You don't need to send your hips further forwards, anything like that.
Ten seconds.
So you might rest now. You might carry on just to do a little bit longer.
We're done. Congratulations.
And then put your weights down somewhere raised if you can, because it's just so much nicer. And just have a moment. We are going to come back to that in a second. The next move we're going to do is going to be a row. That's that sort of action. But we lean a little forwards for it. So if you've got osteoporosis or osteopenia, quite high. Any back issues, quite high. My low back is a bit, so I don't go super low. If you haven't got any of those issues, you might take it to somewhere like this, but there's more strain on the back. And this is the movement. So I'm pulling back, my knuckles are coming towards my ribs about here, if I was going to knock on myself. And the chest doesn't turn, so I'm not going to turn at all as I pull back. I find on one side my chest wants to turn, but we're trying to keep it facing forwards. If you're sitting, hand on the other leg, could even be forearm, that's lower down, it's going to be harder on the back. Can do that with a band as well as, not as well as a weight, instead of a weight. So the band would be underneath your foot. I mean, if you can do it as well as, I don't know what's going to happen with that one. So I'm going to get the timer ready. We're just doing one side. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the point of your elbow and the back of your arms just traveling back. There's a tiny bit of space between your knuckles and your sides. So that elbow can go a little bit outwards. It doesn't have to stay super snug. That's it. Now you have got the option to pull back a little faster and release a little
10
slower.
seconds.
Arm is slightly forwards. That's it. Very nice. Last
We're
one.
done. Congratulations.
Come up tall. Put your weight down for a moment. Have another break. Have
Are you
another
sure it's
bounce.
40 seconds? Because it felt like 40 minutes.
We've got the other side to do, but we're not repeating that again. You know, we're not going to do the other one lots of times. So.
I'm going to say, it's when she gets to 10 seconds and she says 10 seconds and you think, oh, I can fit about 2 more in. And you're like, how have I fitted 4 into 10 seconds?
But these are just the right feelings to have, like just towards the end thinking, I don't think I can do much more. That's about the spot you want to be. You think I could if she really made me, but I don't really want to. There, we're about the right place. If you're thinking, oh my God, I don't, this is the end, that's too much. So that would mean when you get to the 10-second one, you definitely stop. Right, now we're going to deadlift again. You might go heavier. I'm going to add an extra bit to each of mine. You might put something else in your bag. You might make your band a little bit tighter. Right, we're all good to go. Here we go, Rebecca.
3, 2, 1, go.
Descending the bum back. The shins stay straight. The back stays straight. That's it. The weights can touch each other at the front if that helps. It just gives a little feedback of where your arms are and where that weight's going. We can slow it
10
down.
seconds.
10 seconds. You and me can stop if you want to.
We're done. Congratulations.
Put your weights down somewhere. Hey, Rachel.
Ridiculously late, but I hope it's okay. I can join for a bit.
It's okay, but what I want you to do is ignore this next exercise, and I want you to do a warm-up. So I want you to do on the spot things with your arms, things with your legs. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's more the getting moving and sort of bicep-y curl type things.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be perfect, just so you get you nice and warm. Right, we're going to do the other side, that bent over row. So remember, osteoporosis and osteopenia, you're higher up. So if I'm doing the other side, I will be up here. I think I might do is put the chair and I should do it this way around. If you haven't got osteoporosis and osteopenia and your back's okay, you can take it lower. I would take it here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take it up here. Right. Get that weight off. Maybe you can use a band or a weight. We're going to go.
3, 2, 1, go.
So you're in that hip hinge position. That's it. Now, Suzanne, if you turn the other way round, because you've got it looks like the arm across the body.
I haven't. It's that way.
Oh, sorry. Ignore me. I think it's a bit of light, and I thought your hand.
Yeah, probably it is. The sun's shining right in.
10 seconds.
That's it.
We're done. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, everybody, for finishing that one.
I always feel like that one should be called starting a lawnmower.
Yes, it always makes me think of that. Just give everything a little wiggle. We're going to have a break from weights. I'm getting my chair out of the way for a moment. If you are sitting, I'd like you to Either, if you're on a bouncy ball, I'd like to be doing like a little mincy step forwards and backwards and having your feet quite close together because that's going to be really quite bouncy. If you are not on it, and I love, the ball works well for this. I think I want that back for sitting options. If you're sitting on a chair and you haven't got a big bouncy ball, I would like you to put the ball underneath your feet like this and be lifting one foot off and then the other. And if you are standing, I would like you to start walking. Just check everything's clear. Heel, toe, or like you're on a tightrope. Now, it doesn't have to be absolutely heel toe. It might just be you're walking in a line, following like a floorboard or laminate line or edge of a rug, something like that. That's it. If you're feeling even fancier, you could take it backwards. Ooh. On the ball, please be very careful because backwards on the ball is something else. I'm loving these arms out there. Living our best tightrope walker lives.
Definitely very balanced.
And the last bit of this. Oh, another round of applause, I think. Beautiful. Very nice. Oh, little drink. Now for the next one, it's weight-based. I can't really do this one with the band. So it's holding something close to your chest. So it doesn't have to be a weight, it could be a book, or it could be something else you've got there. You could even do it with a cat or a dog, if they're willing, depending on their size as well. So hold whatever you've got close to your chest. We're going to do, it's like the move we did at the beginning, the little, one-legged squat. So we have our legs apart, 1 foot forwards, 1 foot back. Why can't I do this? Get that. Do it with this. Holding this close to the body. It could also be 2 held close to the body. We send our bum back a little, bending the front leg and the back leg, and then we come up. The weight is forwards. It's going to be slow. If we get to that 10-second point and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I can't carry on, please stop. I don't want to go any further. Right, let's go.
3,
Holding close.
1, go.
Now, as you're doing this, I think you've all got the shape of the movement, this sort of little half sit. That's the one. Yeah, that's it. Just want you to focus on how tight you're gripping. Obviously, I don't want you to drop them. It doesn't have to be super tight. And can you let your shoulders just have a little softness, your jaw, your neck? That's it. Yes, lovely.
10 seconds. We're done. Congratulations.
Pop your weights down. Have a little shake out. Now we've got to do the other side. If you are alternating, you can alternate again. But before we do the other side, we're going to do some impacts. So just a little break before we go straight back into that. So your impacts might be stamps. They might be heel drops. There's too much bouncing going on. If you like a skip or a jump, they could be a jump. Does not need to be lots of jumps. It's more the landing. It could also be a hop. You can see how far forward you can get. It depends on what works for you. Everybody okay with this? Lovely.
3,
Time is only just about to start.
go.
So you could be giving it like tantrum. You could be giving it drops. You could be giving it little jumps. You could be giving it hops. You might change your floor surface so it's harder and it hasn't got the mat on it.
10 seconds. We're done.
Oh, we are done. Have a break.
Highly recommend on a bouncy ball.
Yeah. What you can do with that one, we have done it before in on the ball, is you sort of change direction a little bit. So you bounce and then you go around the other side and really plant your feet on the floor. Because that will give you that nice little bit of impact going through. Well done, everybody. It always looks sort of out of this world when we're all doing that, because it's the biggest variety I think we've seen. I can see Carol's head just bouncing up and down and her arm coming up. Right, we've got to do the other half of that that half squat. So this is when we bring something to us to our chest. Now, if you were alternating last time, alternate again. Otherwise,
3,
1 foot back.
2, 1, go.
Weight's in the front leg and then the bum goes back. The weight comes up. Slow and steady on this one. We're doing these sitting. Weight comes forwards and it comes off. Pushing your feet down to the floor.
Ten seconds.
Remember, you can stop.
We're done.
Perfect.
Congratulations.
Pop your weights down. Give yourself a few seconds off. We're about 40 seconds on and about 10 to 20 seconds off, depends. I don't do the very strict ones for this. Right, next thing we're going to do is either, if you're on the ball, you could have weights in each hand as an option. So like a little farmer's carry. A farmer's carry, holding 2 shopping bags basically. That is like this. And then you're just doing something different with your feet. So you could do it with the holding it close to your chest. So Susie, if that works better for you and keeping it close to your chest, but you haven't got your hands out anywhere to help you. So just bear that in mind. And have your weight somewhere out to the side. Could be touching the ball, maybe just off the ball so that you can touch your ball. Otherwise, we're holding 2 bags of shopping or 2 weights. We're going to go on a little walk. So if you're on the ball, just walking is enough. If you're standing, maybe like quite a big figure 8 sort of walk. So I'm doing sort of a figure 8 around my mat. And I'm trying to keep my eyes ahead and not look at my feet too much. Now, as we're holding, again, we don't need the grip to be super tight, just tight enough so we don't drop them. I must say I've got mine against my legs for a little bit of extra feedback. If you want to even try walking backwards, take it slowly. Don't worry about the figure 8 for walking backwards. And then walk yourself forwards and put your weights down. Give yourself another break. We are going to take it down towards the floor if you are going to the floor today, or you can stay on your chair or your ball. We're going to do a shoulder press on the floor. So it's going to be this sort of movement. You could do it with weight in each hand. You could do it with a weight between your two hands, or you can have a band forwards. So either lying on your back, knees bent, or sitting on your board or your chair with the weights to your side or the band. Also, if you're doing this sitting quite a lot with the weights, I think the band would probably be better, the band behind the back. Anybody need to check anything? I'm going to get that one ready. If you're lying down and they're doing the weights, a really gentle roll and bring the first weight into your chest and then roll to the other side to get the other weight. It's the most awkward bit is actually getting the weights whilst you're lying down. Right. So with your band in place, your weights in place, the elbows are like we were doing before when we were doing that row back. They're not super close into the sides and they're not really far out. They're sort of in between. The weights are hovering over our chest. You can turn them so that the weights are close together like that and couldn't touch. And then we're going to push away from the chest and then think about the backs of the arms coming down. So that's the way it's going. If you feel like you need to change your position, you might change so that your thumbs are at the top of the weights and you're pushing up like that, if that's more comfortable. Have a little check and see what's more comfortable. With the band, however you want to hold the band, you could wrap it around your hand, you could have it coming through your thumb and finger. Okay, right, I'm going to press play.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. We're going to use an exhale to push away and an inhale as the arms come back down. You can blow that air out through your mouth like you're blowing through a straw. Ten seconds to go. Last one. Now think about how you're going to put your weights down. I bring them close to my chest and then I roll to one side and put one down. And then I roll to the other side, put the other down. And then give your hands just a little bit of love, little wiggles and circles. We're going to do one more weightsy one. So for the next one, it's going to be a hold for the arms and the shoulders, and the legs are going to move. So the hold, probably with something a bit lighter. I'm not going to use both of my weights for this. I'm just going to hold one weight between my hands like that. It could also be holding a band that's behind you and holding it away from you, and you're just going to hold it really still. If your arms and your shoulders are tired, put your hands and arms on your chest and don't have anything. And just keep it there. The foot's going to hover, slide away, hovering all the time, come back, go down. So it's very Pilates-y legs, isn't it? Sort of leg slides, but with a hover. And whilst we're doing that, we're going to be holding either your weight, your band, or your hands on your chest. Right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
So just hovering your foot, extending, bringing back, placing down, keeping everything really steady. Now, if your arms get tired or it feels like it's going into your neck or your jaw, you can bring that weight down and put your hands on your chest. That's it, lovely.
10 seconds. We're done. Congratulations.
Right, bring that weight down, pop it to the side, let go of the band, and just have a little recovery. So it might be a little sway, it might be you bringing your legs just gently into your chest, just something soft. Could be the whole body having a little rock, could be the legs having a little side to side, could be the arms going outwards. I had so much more. I'm so greedy when it comes to planning this class. And then we'll have our arms down by our sides, and just the arms, just a slow sort of backstroke with the thumb leading the way back, crossing over in the middle, just for a little bit of length. That's it. And last one. Bring the arms back down. Bring a leg in towards your chest. Touch the sides of your thigh rather than pulling it super close. Just hold the sides and bring that foot up towards the ceiling, and then let that leg flop and then lengthen it. Now the foot can be long, but it doesn't need to be really pointy. It's quite relaxed. And I don't want your back to change. That's why we're not pulling this in, because if we pull it in, what tends to happen is the bum tends to suck under a bit. So we just lengthen this leg a little bit, not even with a band. Perfect. Next time that leg's up, we'll give the foot a circle. And then we'll take that one down, do the other side. Bring that knee into the chest, and then take your foot towards the ceiling. It's really soft. The foot's not really pointy. The hands might steady the leg at the side. Last one. And then we're going to bring our legs closer together. Hands to the outside of the legs. And let your legs butterfly, open and close. So your hands are just feeling where they're going so that they don't just flop out. They're controlled. Last one. Then put your legs comfortably, so they don't need to be so close. They can be much wider if you want them to be. And we'll take an arm across our chest and cradle it underneath, just for a little stretch here. Let your breath settle. Let your ball wander off. And then swap to the other side. And then we take your arms down. We're going to roll to our sides and come back to seated. Any sitting, you can stay lying down, by the way, if you want to. That's your happy place. You can stay there. Take your palms out to the side. Scoop up the air. Bring our hands together. Bring them into our chest. Give yourself a little chesty. Oh, hello, Pepe. He's there for the rah. Well done, everybody. That was amazing. Really brilliant work. Well done.